Oh, I've got a garden to set up. There's a garden there. That's why I have to move that. I don't think I can fit this. I shall try. Right? Skipping and garden, so that would be the skip garden here. This is a garden. This would be, well, it's supposed to be a, I don't know if I have room for any more. It looks stupid. Need single hex buildings. See if we can get this stream canceled with copyright infringement. He's off, so there's something there, and then we have more over here, huh? 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1 here. This is the long garden. This is supposed to be, I don't know if you can hear me, probably music's too loud. Asper and Essling, epic scenario. Working on a long garden currently. Breaking down and setting up. Perhaps somebody finds this fascinating, I don't know. Like this. Alright, let's take up all the hills and replace. So we're good on structures and gardens. Now we'll place hills and then set up the French. Okay, hills. So we also have some maybe marshes or something. I don't know. We'll have to see what those are. Oh, let's take on the woods too. And then we'll go. Hey, John, what's going on? Yeah, not too much to see here. Just taking down and rearranging and setting up for the next battle. So. One, two, three. 2, 3. And then 1, 2 over. here. This isn't right. I gotta go over more. 3 over, so here. This is actually something quite relaxing for me to do this. It's like a Zen thing for me. So 2, put 1. Ooh, our sticks. Our faggot, which is a bundle of sticks. That's exactly what that is, a bundle of sticks. So move that out of the way. 2, 3. Lost the tree. Skip 2. Right where we need, right where we don't want it, right? What am I gonna do about that? I guess I'll leave it there, huh? Skip 2, 1, and then place 2. Skip and place 2 here, right? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me go skip 1 again, and then hit 2. And then 2 down angles. It's already looking like the terrain favors the Austrians here. This would be Austrians and French, 1809. So we have a singular sensation right here. Yes. All right, let's place woods. No, it's nothing too good. Let's do the French. So we will have, push you guys back. Let's start with let me get the Austrians sheet. You know, in these scenario cards, it's very hard to differentiate between units when they're close together. So is that a light Austrian or a light French? You see what I have to deal with? Isn't even the silhouette on the reference card doesn't even match the silhouette on the setup card. So what is that about? All right, well that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, here we go. So that is, we're going to be using the Prussian minis as Austrians. So that is a light Austrian unit. What we're going to use is lights. Let's use, we've got lights, Grimsers, militia, line, grenadiers. I'll have to label these. That's too many to differentiate without labels. Let's do it the way we do the French. Light will be units without a standard So 1, 2, 3, all the way down this far. And then Grinzers and militia infantry. Let's use these as Grinzers. So put them here. And then militia infantry. Grinzers, more Grinzers. And militia infantry. Let's use, I don't know what to use. I'm gonna have to label all these. I need a tree. Here's a wood. Here's a wood. And here's a wood. Good there. Yes, yes, yes. Line infantry coming here. With his Austrian right flank, man. Thick and deep. Thick and deep. Alright, double check. Yes, 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 yes. And then another line infantry here, right? Here. Push this back. Good lord, another line unit behind that. I don't know what's going on. World's going insane here. Let's use this. Going where? Here. Why have the French allowed the Austrians this far down their left flank at start? I'm missing something here. There we go. We got some hill militia and line on a hill. There's militia. And that should be line. Give me a line. There's a line. I've beefed up the number of stands. It was using 4, which functionally was fantastic, but what's that? It just didn't look right, so I tend to prioritize looks. And beefed all the infantry stands up to 6. This looks a lot better. So there's that. But wait, there's more. If you act on another line, let's go over here and let's reach in. So scoot right here. This is the right flank from hell. Anything. So I'm gonna play and kind of consciously play as the French that always get lit up. Heavy cavalry. We'll go here. Thusly. I won't bother labeling these on camera. Maybe I will. Like that. And then we go. We got some there foot artillery there, y'all. Right here. I don't know why it's there. Behind the hill, that's useless. I guess they think they're hiding. You're not hiding. The French have drones that can see you. Then nothing. Let's represent nothing, huh? And a light. Light what? Light here. Wow. Right where I needed them. Grinzers, what are Grinzers? I'm using the rifles as Grinzers, so next to them are Grinzers. These are Grinzers. Only 4 stands of these guys. Foot artillery, foot artillery. Let's pull him here. I should be on the other side at this point, but then I gotta look at everything backwards and upside down. Inside, outside, upside down. I feel like Dr. Seuss. It's here. Here. Line, more line, okay. Light. Did I do that wrong? Yes. It's not light cavalry, that's light infantry. So, light infantry it is. Five, 6. Actually, I had to order a couple more boxes of Prussians for this last epic scenario. Wall on here. Alright, and then this Crimea here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, another line unit here. And then here's a hat. Pull the cat tree out so you can see what's going on. This is standard. Oh, she's not blocked. Her view's not blocked. She can see what's going on. You gotta bear these things in mind. Okay. Line. Yes, okay. So in 2 more lines, gee whiz. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go here, here, and here, and another line here. Yes. Yes. Here, I'm probably mixing my land with my line, and I'm not happy about it, but I think I'll live. Psychologically, it bothers me, but you can't tell from this far. Alright, so there's that. How about another line unit? Okay. Got him here. And this. And okay, this. Then what? Well, then we can face these guys the right way. There. How about just a smidge of cuirassiers? Cuirassiers. We'll put them right here. A smidge there. And then what else? Some lancers on the road. On the road again. Ooh, we gotta move the graveyard. We're gonna have to exhume graves and relocate here. We can't have the graveyard there. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Cemetery going right here. Doesn't matter, it's off the field of play, but there's that. Okay, what's next? So curious how they've got this Austrian right flank coming down so far. That would be interesting. see how that develops. Heavy cavalry and more cuirassiers. Do we have that? Looks like, okay, I gotta go backwards here. So light lancers, back and over, back and over. So here is going to be heavy cavalry. And then we need something to the effect of cuirassiers. Do I have anything else? It's probably all lancers, otherwise I'm going to have to rebase. No, we're good. We got some stuff. No, those are SRs. Well, they're going to act like cuirassiers. So, cuirassiers here. No, here. Correct? Yes. Okay, grenadiers and grenadiers. What the hell we use to represent those? We'll use skip one and go here. Is that what we're doing? Yes, grenadiers and grenadiers. More grenadiers. Here we go. Grenadiers and grenadiers. Skip 2, light cavalry, or lancers if you will. So skip 2, 1, 2, that'll be here. Austrians are flush with stuff, man. And then heavy artillery. Something's not right. Grenadiers, grenadiers, skip, skip. Boom. Up. 1, 2, 1, 2. So here. Is that what you're telling me? Another useless hidden artillery unit. With its line of sight obscured by a stinking hill. Whatever. What else? Is this guy actually supposed to be here? Probably not. Grenadiers, grenadiers, no. So where does this line unit want to go? We need another line unit? Of course we do. We'll go right here. I feel like the French are going to be severely outnumbered in this one. Like horribly, embarrassingly. There, and I think we've run out of stuff, so let's grab more stuff. So line, God, line Grenzers. Where is heavy artillery, line, and Grenzer? So both flanks are like deep in the French territory. It's odd. I don't know. There, we're gonna need somebody there. This. Alright, let's go back to right side up. I feel like I'm drunk. Line. No, we're missing light cavalry. God's sakes. Let's call these hussars. No, those are lancers. Cool. Just what I needed. Is that it? I'm hoping that's it because I'm running out of stuff here. It's gotta be it. That it? Commanders, we still got set up the Austrian commanders. And then I think that's it, right? Alright, let's check here. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 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 yes. Those are okay. Looks like the French are holed up in the towns. Light, line, Grinzers, line, foot, line, crosshairs, lancers, heavy cavalry, crosshairs. Oh yeah, we're missing stuff. Grenadiers, light cavalry. Yeah, we're missing a whole slew of stuff here. Almost there though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're missing. Good crime. Alright, another foot artillery unit here. Guess what? Behind the hill. Which makes no sense to me. Wasting time pulling them up for a line of fire. Whatever. And then all kinds of stuff. Let's see. We got Grinzers? No. So we're gonna run out of stuff. This is gonna be close. Line here. I've completely run out of my line units. Usually have a flag, but I've used them all. So while this is line, it'll just have to be marked otherwise. The easy way not to have to use markers. You use flags to represent line, no flags to represent light. For the guard units, if the standard with the eagle is on the left, that's young guard. If the standard with the eagle is on the right, that's old guard. It all keeps the battlefield from being cluttered up with markers and things. And the rifles are the dudes that are actually looking like rifles. So militia unit. Every Prussian unit that I have based is going to be used to represent this scenario. It's a lot of stuff, man. Looks like it just seems like another scenario that the French are going to get pummeled. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not done yet. We need 2, 3 more units, my God. We are going to run out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I have more stuff, but hopefully I don't have to base anything extra for this. I'll just have to mark everything. That's how it goes. 2, 4. Or can I use 6 stands for each unit? There's that, I guess. Which is awful generous, but it just looks right. It just looks so good. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more. Come on, you can do it. 2 more. That doesn't help. I'm going to have to use these guys. 1, 2. I don't want to use these guys, but that's what I got to do. We'll use those to represent that. We got to really add our wits in here. I am going to have to base something. I've used everything up. I'm either going to have to base 2 more. I don't have more of these, so yeah, it'll have to be. Let me mark it. 4. 6 actually. I'll have to base 6 stands of infantry off camera when I'm done to put here, and that should be it for the Austrians with the Prussians as stunt doubles. Definitely not using the British. And the British is so red, I don't even think anybody's even get it out. The rest is French, is it not? Okay, so let's set up, let's do Austrian commanders, which is going to be, we're got a filler here. Hey, filler. Move these guys out of the way. And then we'll set up the French. And here. 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 Yeah, I have to say that. Something's not right here. I got some artillery. Shouldn't be here. Put those there. Those shouldn't be there. Is that better? Good Lord, there's a lot of commanders. How many more do we need now? One more. Well, let's put him here. Here, alright, that should be it. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. That should be it there. Yeah. Okay, now it's the French. Put these back. That's almost all of the Prussian figures I had based. There's more if I need it, but it's a lot. Alright, Frenches. I'll label each unit off camera. Spare you all that heartache and pain. Are you still listening? Yeah, I'm still listening. Did I say I wasn't? No, why are you asking me? There we go. So I guess it doesn't take quite as long as I was whining about earlier. Long enough though. Still got the French here to set up. Cleaning as I go. Markers. You don't want those. Those aren't for cats. Those aren't for cats. That's it on the trees and the woods. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Got those marshes or whatever those things are. Marshes? Marshes Brady. It seems like not very many trees. That's just me. I'll mark boundaries with trees. How about that? And then I wasted Keep the road as is. A little bit like clipping counters, actually. This is infinitely more interesting than clipping counters to me. Alright, we need 4 little marsh things. When I ordered these from Calistra, I especially ordered these just for this. Not this scenario, but you know what I'm saying. Cool, we got one right where we don't want it. Because this stupid road has to go through. That's cool. How do we fix that? We'll have to go down here. Out of the way. Best we can do there. We got a road going through the stinking marsh. The neighbor's having a heart attack. And or emphysema. Okay, woods. No, yes. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna have to do something with this road. That's ridiculous. And then 2 more. Find 2 more. These guys, is this what they're talking about? Maybe this is what they're talking about. It's not really. Yeah, I think this is what they mean. It's like something like that. This looks freaking weird. These are like ponds or frozen ponds. This is what I want here. I don't like that they're raised up. Because I can fix that. See, now what I get into here. So now I gotta move all this so I can make that recessed into the table. Which means I gotta switch out like a whole huge panel, fill it in with singles, just so I can have peace of mind. This road's gotta go again. It's not how it's gonna work. So we will pull this up and recess this into 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Now we get singles again. Fill that in. Otherwise, it's gonna look weird. See that? How easy that was. Boom. There we go. I like it. I like it. And then this guy's gotta go, which means he has to go. Actually, all this has to go. Don't fret. It'll be okay. Another one there. Single. Any more? Yeah, actually there is. Definitely looks better recessed in there than on top. So there's 2. We need, let's put this back. Let's put the wood back right here. And the garden back. Would skip garden here? No. One, two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Here. We got more problems. because I think the buildings are off. So that goes there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Over and up. So here, here, and here. Correct? Yes. Okay. You say so. 2 more of these doodads. We got one here. Please tell me that's a single. I think it is. Hold on. Trees. Yeah, this is a single, is it not? Flop. And then one here, which is not a single. Crap. So I'm gonna pull this out. What a drag. Just to do this. Just knock that over. What the hell? It's the end of the world as I know it. See, these are the kind of holes I get stuck. It'll be interesting. I've never timed myself. It'll be interesting to see how long this takes me. I get lost doing this and never really pay attention. So this will officially tell me how much freaking time I spent on this nonsense. Because wanting these, whatever the hell they are, marshes, to be recessed into the board has really caused me to slow down. But they look better. It's gotta look right. It's all about presentation for myself. Okay, now, what else? These guys were 1. Marshes look pretty good now, huh? Correct? Tree, where's my tree? Tree. Haven't even made it to the French yet. Austrian's pretty much done. There we go. Okay. Put this back. Put these back. So I initially pulled out these pond hexes, but that's not what they are. They're like marshes, as you can tell. I'll show you. There's the difference. Pond, marsh, and this is what we want here. It's a marsh, not a pond. Fix the sticks. All right, now I can focus on the French. Breathe. I had these misplaced incorrectly. Everything's good now, though. I think so. Stretch. No, I'm missing a tree. Oh, God. One of those, give me this guy here. And we got to fix the road. We're missing a road. Not sure how we're going to fix that. Oh, we need another tree. We need 2 more trees. Oh, we need another, okay. A couple more trees, fix the road, and then we can start in the French. I guess I'll have to take these, that's fine. This is the Long Garden. I'll tell you, there's a book that came out recently, relatively recently, about Napoleon, and you would think they would run out of things to say about the man. Same with Hitler. I don't know how many books you can put out on these guys and not repeat yourself infinitely. But this person managed to put out new content regarding Napoleon, and it dealt with his love for gardens, and I had no idea. I was unaware of this. But yeah, Napoleon had a real thing for gardens, going back to when he was a student. I forget where. Growing up, he had his own garden. He would take refuge and solace in. And he continued his passion and love for gardens right up to the end there. But seeing this as the lawn garden made me think of that. Also, I can put up some cool hexagon walls now, since I am conforming to the hexagons for that lawn garden. Is that it? I think we're missing a tree. I can steal one. I steal and put him here. That should be, that's not it. This hill is all wrong. So that should be, oh, this is wrong. Oh man, seriously? These roads have got to go. I'll worry about them later, but they're all wrong. So more time wasted. I thought I could use them as is, but there's too much stuff that needs to go where they want to go. I'll have to replace them. I like the roads. It's just strips of corkboard. I've got stuff misplaced. I don't know. Just skip one. Just get these damn roads out of here. It's making me not be able to think. Down tree. That's great. Where's the damn tree go? See, there's supposed to be a hill somewhere too, and skipping hill. Okay, if you're done with it, bye roads. If there's an easier way to do this, feel free to let me know. Actually, there is an easier way to do this. You strip everything off and then put stuff back on, but that is just, I thought, you'd think I'd done this before, and I have. So this goes here, for the love of, oh my, we gotta switch. Worry about the road later. Need to change the road anyway. Something like that. Tree hill. And the 6 stands at the base for this. Okay, there, what the hell, this guy here. And all this started because I had misplaced these towns. So this should be on the same row as this and start here apparently. Which means what? This is wrong. It should start here. Nope. It should start here. Now we're good. Everybody's happy. There. No, that's wrong. That should go there. Okay. Now everybody's happy. Yes? I believe so. We got a long way to go to be eaten. It is not time for that. Okay, now we can place the French. Let's go ahead and fix the walls on the lawn garden. Just because we can. Lawn garden walls. So I've got these that I made back in the day. Something like this. And that. And then one more straight line. Let me add a straight somewhere. Thank you. Straight. Look at that. The lawn garden now has a wall. There we go. This, whatever the hell this is, does not, actually it's supposed to be a little building there. And I have one, but Tell me this looks weird. Got this little guy here. It looks like a freaking outhouse. If I put him here, what the hell is that supposed to be? Maybe it's like a fishing shed or something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it because the terrain should have that represented. And again, these are, for our purposes, individual buildings, but they represent towns. Let's go there. All right, how's that? It don't look so bad after all. Bob Ross would be proud. All right, now we got to do the French. Let's do them. We'll start here with this light infantry unit. If we go up one, we have to fit a line unit in there, for God's sakes. How does that work? We'll have to do it like this. I'll shut it. Like that, huh? When they move out, we can fix it back the way we want. We'll replant the trees when they move out. How about that? For now, we'll go like that. Save these three set on the side. What else? Flying line, another light unit. Light unit where? Here? Yeah. We'll need a line unit here. So it's the French to get to dig in here, I guess. Give me some foot artillery. Put that there. And we want a line unit. If we turn this, it'll be more practical for our uses. Another line unit, okay. Something along those lines, pun intended. How about another line unit? Okay. I'll take it. Right here. No. Right here? Yes. Every time I do this, it does feel like I'm creating something, painting or sculpture or something. I don't know. Always a different end result. Light infantry. Is that guard unit? See, I got these all mixed up now. Light infantry here. Is that right? Close. Okay. 2, and then we've got 2 more line units. One here, one here, and a light. Boom. More artillery. Look, it's not behind a hill. Now, is that intentional? The scenario designers intentionally set up all the Austrian artillery behind hills, but the French not. Not behind a hill, not behind a hill. I think there's some sort of French advantage there, which I'm not complaining about. Cuirassiers. Here. Here. Lots more cavalry. Let's do 1, 2 here. Yes. Lancers. More cuirassiers. Where? Here. I had a ton of cavalry in that last game, and I barely used any of it. That's pretty bad. Can't make a habit out of that. Here. More foot artillery. Yes, here. Why is that hill like that? Doesn't go there. What else? Old Guard, Young Guard. Old Guard has standard on the right. Young Guard, standard on the left. Excuse me. Get it right. There we go. This battlefield's taking shape. It's starting to look like Aspern Essling already. A couple more line, of course. Of course, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Too far over. Something's not right again. I think it does save confusion if you clear the table, just wipe it and then set everything up. I don't know that it saves that much more time. 2 more stinking line. Where? Here. See that? Once again, not behind it. I'm telling you that's intentional. It's a way to balance something. Probably because of the fact that the French are outnumbered caused the Austrians to take an extra action to pull their artillery up. I don't think it's coincidental. 3 more French line units. Yeah, I'll label each individual unit off camera. I've had to use far too much stuff to just not label them. What else? More foot artillery, okay. Last one I have. And this one, guess what? Not behind the hill. There. Oh yeah, the roads. Do we want roads? It's just for looks. Another light cavalry unit, yeah, okay. Cross the line garden. More light cavalry. I do have more light cavalry. Where is this cavalry? Opposite the long garden. Yes. A line and 2 lights. Where's the line go? Actually, it goes here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, these X's are just big enough to fit Elvis in there. And then what else? 2 lights. Should be it. Let's tie it up. Three yes, two yes. 1, 2, 3 yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Something's still not right. That's wrong. They go here. Yeah. Okay. That's it. All right. Now we place French leaders and then consider the roads. Let's consider the road conditions. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see, Brian Jarvis. What's your outlook for the Blues this year? I picked up Kyrou in our hockey pool. Good job. Don't get me started on Kyrou. But yeah, good pickup. I don't have a whole lot of optimism or confidence for the Blues this year. But I'm Mr. Negative Nancy, or Negative Norman, or whatever, the whole gender thing. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of confidence for them. They could surprise me. I don't see it happening. We've gotten rid of too many key figures. We still have a few guys left from that cup run in 2019, but mainly we still have Tarasenko, we still have Bennington, which roll the dice on which Bennington you're going to get. If we get 2019 Bennington, that's great. No guarantee we get that. O'Reilly, did I already say that? Kyrou Thomas, yeah, Thomas is one of my favorite players. That's about it. Everybody else is kind of Kyrou can score. I've said this before. He can put the puck in the back of the net. However, he's a liability getting the puck into the offensive zone. He always tries to diddle doodle across the blue line and he coughs it up. Like 1 in 3 times he does this. And he needs to just dump it in and go after it. Or, I don't know. Something is not right with that. And he always tries to do some fancy stick handling over the blue line into the offensive zone and turns it over. This happens way too often. So that Kyrou irritates me in that respect. But for every 5 offensive chances he gives the other team, he'll put a few pucks in the net. So, I mean, maybe it balances out. I'm not sure. You guys can hear me all right, I guess. Bennington is not back to his former greatness. He's had some. So when he came in for that cup run, he came in at the end of midway through the year and just caught fire. And that's great. And hats off to him. But since then, he's tried to be the number 1 goalie for an entire year. And it seems like he's had, for whatever reason, issues with that. I don't know if it's psychological or what. But, he's our number 1 guy. And it seems like the past couple of years we've had backup goalies have to carry him during, bad spells. He started to catch fire again at the end of the playoffs this past year, but then got injured by retard from the Avalanche who's hurt one of our guys intentionally, arguably. I argue he did. Has hurt one of our guys. He elbowed Falk in the head and knocked him out in the playoffs 2 years ago. And then he crashed in the net and injured Bennington last year in the playoffs and put him out after he was starting to arguably catch fire. And I can't think of the dude's name. He plays for the Avalanche. So I don't know. Does that answer your question? Are you a Blues fan or a other fan? Other. What would be the other? And yeah, if the music's annoying, I can turn it down. I guess we're talking hockey, folks. I'd talk football or baseball or basketball, but I don't like it. It's funny because there are die-hard Saints fans all around me here, and I could just care less. Really good. I know it's an improper attitude. The whole city lives and breathes on what the Saints do. It's hilarious. I think Colorado's going to be too good again this year anyway, even if the Blues did do very well. I don't see us moving past Colorado. They're just too good right now. They would knock us out once we went up against them. What am I doing? Like that. We need to go. Where do we need to go? Here? Doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Right. Oh, we've got a light unit in the long garden. Would you like to take tea in the long garden? So 6 more days. 6 more stands of fillers. Good thing I got a lot of fillers. Alright, how can we fit all these in the long garden? They're trampling all over the dang garden. This is unprecedented. That's just like the French. To move into some foreign territory and just trample all the gardens. It's very inconsiderate if you ask me. Well, they all fit in there, huh? That's nice. And the leader. But we have to turn them a certain cockeyed way. There's the garden as recently trampled by said light infantry. Long garden not looking so good. That's the best we can do. All right. That's gonna bother me. It looks like crap. It'll do for now. One hex can look crappy. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, leaders. 1, 2. Got that? Yeah. 3, 4. No, we're missing one. We need one here. So you tell me I need another leader? Is that what you're saying? Leader here. No. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And then across. And then here. And then here and here and here. Well, that's it as far as setting everything up. I still need to consider the roads, and I still need to identify individual units with these little guys. I don't know if you can see. Well, let's do this. Why is that upside down? Maybe it's not upside down to you. I don't know. Weird. So I still need to do that. Again, the roads are just for giggles. I mean, they're not required. I could run one right through here, I think. I think it just adds to the overall recipe at the table. Well, like you can bake chicken, but there's also shake and bake, and this is like the shake right here. So we could run that right through there. And then we gotta find a piece. I don't think this is long enough. I don't really want to cut anything. And then run one that way. Okay, yeah, that could work. Let's see. Like this. Is that what you're telling me? Again, the roads serve no function. They're not even on the scenario card. But for whatever reason, I tend to dig them. What if we just do a single road instead of a crossroads? Single road, crossroads. If we go through, excuse me, right in through there, but then that cuts. We'll hold off on that. Then I gotta move guys, so we'll just pause on the roads for right now. We'll leave that one in place. And pause on perfect on the other ones. Sounds like Drew in. Yeah, maybe. We had to pick 18 skaters. One team and one goalie. I've got Colorado as my team. Oh, nice. Yeah, Colorado, you can't go wrong with him, man. Excuse me. Landeskog and McKinnon, among others. They're a very strong team. Why is the music stopped? Let's play something else. That's getting on my nerves anyway. Aphex Twin. Enough Aphex Twin. It's making me nervous. Let's do let's do this. After this important commercial message. All right, there we go. Something else interesting I listened today. I forget what station or channel this was on, but yeah, I was talking about. I've got a kind of a long interest in philosophy stuff, but anyway, it comes and goes. This guy was doing a talk about Beethoven and Hegel, and I hadn't realized that those guys were born on the same day. And he was talking about how, I believe, if I remember correctly, how Hegel had influenced Beethoven, but and then things that preceded Hegel as well, primarily with the whole dialectic thing, and that would be simple way to put that would be you have your thesis, but then your antithesis, and then the synthesis is a combination of the two. Come to find out, I think, again, if I remember correctly, that is a result of, I think, Fichte maybe, trying to scientifically rationalize the Holy Trinity, which is, again, three. Sorry. So there's that, and then, of course, he said Marx, but I'd argue it was Engels more so than Marx took the dialectic thing and turned it into dialectical materialism, because for Hegel it was all like spirit, right? It was a very interesting talk. He talked in depth about Beethoven and how, I forget the word he used, but it's a term to describe a mimicking of nature. So pretty much prior to Beethoven, let's say if you wanted to represent nature, you could arrange something musically about nature, but it hardly had anything evocative by way of digging up emotions or garnering an emotional response as a result. So this guy was saying that Beethoven was able to directly take nature and mimic it in such a way that it did evoke a certain emotional response in the listener. So, for instance, you have a storm represented musically by, say, Vivaldi, who would play the violin rapidly, and I guess you could call that a storm. But again, it's just, as he said, an Italian guy playing the violin rapidly. It didn't quite have the evocative emotional response that, say, Beethoven would cause you to have when he represented a storm. It's very interesting stuff, and there's a lot of detail that I can't recount here, but put in Beethoven and Hegel, and even if you don't think that stuff interests you, I found it interesting regardless. Even if I wasn't into philosophy or whatnot, I would have still found it fascinating. Do I want to label these units? Maybe I'll do the Prussians and then. How long has this been? I've been standing here an hour and a half fiddling with. See, this is my life. But again, I've said this 1,000 times. For me, this is like creating something. Even though I didn't technically create anything, it's like Etch a Sketch. I've done a picture now. You know, I erased the last one and now I've done a new picture. Except this picture is a playable game. I mean, how cool is that? It's not just a painting or a drawing or a sketch. This is actually something that you can manipulate and integrate yourself into intellectually with the way the game functions and plays. So there's all that. Why not? Let's go ahead and do the Austrians. I'm going to need a lot of these guys. Because there's not enough, there wasn't enough different types of figures to differentiate what I needed. So yeah, that was interesting stuff. We've got light and Grinzers. I don't even think I have Grinzer markers. What the hell are Grinzers? I've looked it up in the past and I've forgotten. Why did only Austrians have Grinzers? Class? Some research material for you. Light Grinzers. I don't have Grinzer markers. I'll have to make those, I guess. Or how about this? The ones that don't have markers are Grinzers. The two behind the tree are, of course, wine. These are going to be marker heavy, but that's how it goes. Grinzer. I don't have any MIs either. I don't know how effectively I'll be able to do this today without. I might have some more of these markers in my risk figure bins. Back in the day, I would use risk figures for these games. Painted and based up. I've got a ton of those. Thought about selling them, but put so much work into them. It's almost like selling children that you've raised. Even if you do neglect them, you still care about them, so to speak. We got some grenadiers we can mark here. Grenadiers there. Got a frog in my throat. Grenadier there. Another interesting thing I learned. What is this? This is called what I learned today. Actually, I learned this the other day. Is that there's a race in the Mojave Desert, I believe. It takes place over 6 days, and these people essentially run a marathon each day for 6 days. Now, they're not running the way you would run, say, the Boston Marathon, flat out, just running your butt off. But they're keeping a certain pace, and they follow the racers with camels. And if the camels catch up to you, you're out of the race. So there are periods in which there's fast walking, slow jogging, but they're moving the entire time. And trust me, in the sand and the heat, it's tough enough as it is. So they will race for 6 days. On this documentary I was watching, one of them had a heart attack and died. So there was that. One of the racers was a woman who had lost her leg, so she was doing the race with like a prosthetic limb. So that was interesting. Tell you what, that race would kill me, without a doubt. I used to be able to ride my bike every now and again, but back problems have really put a damper on a lot of physical activity these days. It's a real shame. line and heavy cavalry. The Napoleon Total War soundtrack, good stuff. Heavy cavalry? No, heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry, got line, militia, line. Who are these guys? Militia in the woods? Yes, do we have that? Just saw one. Talk about tedious. This is the most tedious part of the whole process here. I gotta find the scissors. Oh, I should add the scooter is also cut in on my physical activity because any free time I have, I tend to just get the scooter out and ride it around. Which is, my God, I wish I'd have bought this thing 10 years ago. It's really changed my life. The scooter is just, it is a complete blast to ride around. Anything else? Grinzers, we don't have markers for them, so they'll be the ones that aren't marked. Where are these guys? They're not marked. Grinzers. Lights. You got a light? Yeah, man. Here. There you go. 2 lines. Do a couple lines here. There. There. That should be, yeah, it's Grinzer, foot artillery, and foot artillery. Line, Kuros here. Line, Kuros. Here's a line. There's a line. I mean, it's time consuming now, but it'll save time during gameplay, not having to decide who's what and remembering who I designated as which. You just gotta trust me on this one. And the Lancers, I think that should be something I have, right? Lancers. Seriously, y'all? Oh, there we go. Need a scooter. Lancers. I was actually able to bring a lot of my books out of storage. I've got 2 huge. My stepdad has to use a forklift to get them down. 2 bins, wooden coffins of books, and took a number of hand-selected titles out of there and brought them home with me, primarily philosophy stuff. It's kind of nice to have access to those again. I mean, yeah, I work at a library, but they are limited as to what they have, and there's interlibrary loan, which can get you whatever you want, but that takes 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And I hate to inundate the poor lady that does the interlibrary loan stuff because it's just her doing it. Heavy cavalry and Kura. If you're not familiar with that, check it out. Interlibrary loan stuff, because a lot of people go to the library and they think, oh, they don't have it. I'm out of luck. No. You tell them you want to order the title through interlibrary loan, and any library can do that for you and get it for you. Heavy cavalry. There you go. Man, it's been a long time since I played a bona fide Commands and Colors game and label everything like this. This is like old school. MI and LN. I think we have some MIs. guys. There we go. Still got a base six more guys. Oh my god. Line, foot. There's a line. Where's a foot? Foot. Line. Foot artillery. There we go. And that's line. May not look like it, but that's what it is. Line and white. There's a light. There's a line. I think the next black powder, not for Epic, but for just black powder in general, I think the next supplement is going to be the 1813 supplement, which means Leipzig will be accounted for. There'll be some scenarios in there, respectfully. Line, give me 2 more lines. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop after the Austrians and my back's fussing. It's probably going on 2 hours of fiddling with this, plus the hour I played before lunch. So it's like 3 hours of this nonsense. What is that? Heavy artillery. Ooh, heavy. Okay, alright, I see what you did. Heavy artillery. Fair enough. There's also clever ways you can represent your artillery stands without marking them. If you've got 3 stands, you can move the middle one up or stagger them diagonally and move the middle one back to represent foot or heavy, etc. Line and Grinzers. There's another line. That should be it for. No, almost it. The Austrians. We need 2 LCs. Here's 1. So here's what it looks like when I set up the table. Here's what it entails, and I'll tell you what. As neurotic as I am, there have been many times where I've set something up and let it sit a few days and don't even play it and just tear it down because I've lost interest or got distracted with something else. I think subconsciously it's just a way to pass the time. When you're not married and don't have kids, you have time like this to waste. Disposable time. Oodles and oodles. Anything else? We're good with this now? Grinzers. Anybody look up Grinzers? Well, thanks, Brian, for that. Thanks for watching. Let's see. I mean, gee whiz, might as well finish the French. Then we're done. Except for the 6 I got a base. Alright, fine. Twist my arm. Line. Why do I have 2? No, sir. What happened? I have 2 standards and 1 unit on my table. Need a light? Where's a light? Light. Line light. Then we need a line. Foot artillery. I'm gonna have to bust out those risk figures and look for more markers at some point. Tedious, yes. Worth it, yes. And another line. Thought about ordering, there was the Killing Fields terrain. It was like the fur mats. Nothing else, all these 28 mil figures I got that I painted would look great on those. The guy stopped making them now. It's been like a year and a half since he's posted anything. And anybody else with those fur terrain mats, they look hokey. I don't want to feel like I'm playing on a fur coat or a rug. And his look just right, but actually, after all the money I've invested in these Calistro hexes, I better use them, I guess. They're not cheap, man. You think they would be, but they're definitely not cheap. I've got a lot of them. I mean, the ones that are set up here are probably half of what I own. Mine lights. Let's get another light, another line. Got another light. I'm slowly going to be running out of these. I haven't yet, though. LC and 2 CUs. CUs being trust here. LC. One LC? Okay. I have another CU. Come on, one more CU. No? Alright, ran out of those. That's fine. CU, what is that? Foot artillery. Let's get a couple of foot artilleries out here. There's one here. So I've got a pile of these things off camera. I'm sorting through while I step off camera. All these abbreviations, foot artillery. Foot artillery. And then a couple lines. I don't think I have any more lines either. I'll find some more of those. Scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Oh, there's one. Who are these guys? Old guard, young guard. I thought I had old guard, young guard. Two more foot artillery markers. Oh my god, it's almost 2 hours of this food. 2 more foot artilleries. Don't have it. What else? No, I gotta put them. Not sure when we'll open up the firing of this scenario. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I swear I do my best. I don't have any more lines. I think we're out of lights. Couple more LCs. We have any of those? Yes, 1, 2. You know, I've grown accustomed to the way this looks overall. But I have to say, while I was walking here for the first time and look at this table with all this junk on it, I would think I was dreaming. I mean, this is a lifelong achievement here. Amassing the space, the table, the figures, the terrain, and getting everything just the way I like to this point. It's really satisfying. Where are these guys? I don't have any of those. That might be it, guys. Those. Any more lights? That might be it. I've used everything I have available. I gotta go through the risk figures for the rest of them. No, there's a couple lights here. Fear not. Still got some games on eBay. It's been 6 months of selling now. But there's still around about 40 listings on there for games for sale if anybody's interested. I think that does it. One day's work. That was did that actually take 2 hours? Oh my god. 2 hours to set up Aspirin Essling, and how many victory banners? 16, so this should last a little longer. Unless the Austrians roll like the Prussians did last game, and it lasts just under 2 hours. It took 2 hours to set up. It better last longer than 2 hours. If I just play slowly. Goes back in here. Oh, we have some. I thought I didn't have any more of these. I found some more curiosities. One. Just need one? Okay. Give me one. Nope, give me 2. Two more. Right here. Right here. And now that leaves we need a 4 line. Well, that's it, just 4 line. Cool. And then we're done. Maybe fiddle with the roads at some point. But that's pretty much it. Put these guys back in the bag. So, and that's that. All right, guys, you've been great hanging out as long as you have. A number of you. Back stiff, shoulder hurts. Par for the course. That's it. All right, guys. Comments, thoughts, questions, grapes. Well, let me know. Talk to you later.